What's up everybody? Today we're going to talk about the Pro Binocular Adapter, what it is and how to set it up. The Pro Binocular Adapter is one of the best ways to lock your binocular in place on top of a tripod for really steady viewing, whether you're in the field hunting or at the range spotting shots. First things first, in order to determine whether or not this adapter will work with your set of binoculars, you're going to want to go to the front of the binoculars here on the front part of the hinge. You should see some sort of a plate there. Oftentimes it has the logo right on it. And if you can go lefty-loosey and thread that plate right off, exposing a 1/4-20 threaded hole inside the hinge, then that means you are good and ready to go with a binocular adapter like this one. Now, out of the box, the Pro Binocular Adapter is going to look a little something like this, and it's also going to have two little hex keys along with it, which we'll get to in a minute here. First thing you're going to want to do is loosen this nut on top, which is a locking nut, and you're actually going to want to pull this little part out of the post itself. This little portion here is the actual part that's going to thread into your binoculars and really probably stay there for most of the time. Looking at this adapter piece that we're going to thread into the binocular, you'll see a small set screw facing up. We're going to use the smallest hex key in the kit to loosen that up prior to threading into the binocular body. That's just going to help make sure that we don't scratch the hinge as we get the adapter fully tightened. With that set screw loosened up, very simply, we're going to thread in righty-tighty the adapter into the binocular and only go hand tighten right now. For the final tightening, we're going to take the larger hex key included in the kit and insert it right into the front of the adapter. Just use this hex key here to get it snugged up. Don't go over tighten on this hinge mechanism because it can actually cause some other problems with the overall hinge functionality later on down the road if you go too tight. All right, so with that tightened, again, we're gonna go in with our smaller hex key here and we're going to lock down the set screw. This will just help prevent that from accidentally coming unthreaded. Now just note, some binoculars do have a moving and a fixed side of the hinge, and if that set screw ends up landing on the moving side of the hinge, it's gonna dig in and scratch it up as you try changing your interpupillary distance and moving that hinge around. If that's the case, just remove the set screw and set it aside in a safe place because this is an optional step. So with that, now we can pretty much set it and forget it. It's so low profile, it's gonna stay out of the way. You probably never even have to take it off of your binocular. So we'll set our binoculars aside and attach our post to the tripod's quick release plate. Now your tripod's quick release plate should have a 1/4-20 threaded bolt exposed here that we're going to thread right into the bottom of the Pro Binocular Adapter's post. What you're gonna wanna do when you're tightening this down to the quick release plate is ensure that the Vortex logo is facing out, or if you were glassing, away from you and towards the target or animal that you're trying to glass. Now with the quick release plate tightened in place, we're gonna pop it right on the head of our tripod and lock that down. Now with that post in place, it's really easy from here. You're just gonna wanna make sure that this lock nut on top is fully loosened. Take your binocular and put it right in the provided hole in the post. Now you're gonna wanna listen for an audible click, which implies that the binocular is fully seated there, and now we're gonna lock this down in place. And with that locked in place, your binoculars really aren't going anywhere. There's no chance of them falling off the tripod when everything is tightened, and now you can do all of your glassing from there. And one of the really cool things about the Pro Binocular Adapter is that if you're someone with multiple binoculars that you would like to use off of a tripod, then instead of buying multiple different kits with the post and the portion that threads into the binocular's body itself, you can actually buy just this part on the binocular separate from the post. So that way you can get one kit, you have the post on your one tripod, but then you can swap out multiple different binoculars and they all fit and index right in place. So there you have it, folks. That is the Pro Binocular Adapter and how to set it up for your binoculars. If you have any other questions on this product in particular, definitely let us know. You can hit us up in the comments below or via email, phone, or on social media. We'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you for watching these videos as usual, and we will see you on the next one.